Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for the Star Series. This is the final day here at the SEA Qualifier. I'm Luminous, and I'm going to be joined by Eosin. And this is TNC versus Faceless. One of the most hyped match of the whole event because Faceless, you could argue, is the #1 C team here at SEA, and TNC #2. Although currently the spots have been somewhat swapped up here, as TNC is automatically, well, not automatically, but they are qualified through their own hard work. And Faceless, well, no matter how well they do today, they cannot qualify.
Yeah, but I feel like this is still, something neither team wants to, take lightly. This is kind of like, the pride on the line. And both of these teams are trying to show who's better here. Even if Faceless cannot qualify here, it's still, I would imagine, like, good practice and just overall important to them to maintain that image,
Yeah, and you can see right from the get-go, they take out the Sam H. Darkseer, the Tim's Earth Spirit, and for the first time in a long time, TNC does not start by drafting their offlane. I think the last couple of games I've casted, it's just Tim's hero, Sam H. hero, and that hasn't been the case this game because it's going to be Luna, Sand King, and then on the other side we got the Slaughter Rubik combination.
Well, you said not this offlane, but very likely the Sand King probably is going to be the offlane. I think
That's true, yeah.
Sam H has been playing this as well.
I just realized Raven switched his avatar. It's Britney Spears now.
I'm surprised you can tell. Did you check like on the profile or just like from the little thumbnail?
Oh no, when Toxic came out, this is Britney Spears from the MV Toxic. Like it was played non-stop, like for a good 6 months or whatever.
Really?
So I got like super exposed to it, and I could recognize this is Britney Spears, even like this tiny ass avatar.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember nerd stories aside. When I was young, I played Pokemon. Right, I was actually ranked #2 in California in my age bracket, so I was actually decent in the game. And we would drive. Well, I wouldn't drive, but like my group of Pokemon buddies, I guess, would drive to like events, like pretty far away. And there was one car ride. It was like 2 hours long, and they just had Toxic on loop. I'm like, oh my fucking god. I did not have my earphones.
How can you? Yeah, how can you survive that ride? I would actually just jump out the car.
I would just fall asleep. But
how can you fall asleep? But you can't fall asleep to that.
I'm a nerd playing Pokemon. I can't complain about anything. So, all right. Anyways, back to the game. We got the second phase ban here, and Luna, Sand King, and now Ember Spirit. I think taking the Ember Spirit away from Jabs is almost a little block pick. Obviously, Cuckoo's very good on this hero as well.
Yeah, just overall really strong to catch other targets. You can only just rely on your Sand King, or alternatively, you can just set up for your Sand King. And like you said, Cuckoo plays a good Ember Spirit. They also banned out the Shadow Fiend on Faceless side, so he doesn't really have to worry about that matchup either.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what led to the Ember Spirit pick, because of the Shadow Fiend ban. We actually haven't seen Shadow Fiend being taken out in this second phase, or rather being banned at all, right?
Talking about the last series?
Or just at all in this tournament?
Oh, at all?
Yeah. It's pretty rare. Maybe it's like a final ban sometimes.
I think that's probably right. Could be wrong. There's a lot of bans and picks, so. But I think for the most part, we definitely never see it like first phase ban.
Right. Well, we got an Invoker. We saw that a little bit earlier today. Faces really rely on their essentially Sunstrike ganks to make it happen. So I think if it's another team, I would be like, oh, okay, maybe there's some possibility of Qual Swex, but for Faces, it's almost always Exort.
Yeah, definitely a good choice here. Anyways, since you have Slardar and a Rubik, it's gonna pay off once Slardar gets a blink or Rubik just lifts someone. This is a lot of setup so far.
Yeah. And we're going to see the return of the Reor Crystal Maiden. I feel like TNC is actually one of the only few C teams that employ the CM. And honestly, it's been working out fairly well for them. It's not really about the ult, but more so about the aura. And they generally pair it up with, well, Sand King, Ember, and Luna. All of these heroes could benefit from a decent amount of mana regen.
Yeah, for sure. It actually helps Luna so much when it comes to zoning out the offlaner, just being able to spam the beam between what might be like a Ring of Basilius pickup, and then you have the Crystal Maiden aura. You can just spam that beam every now and then.
Have Luna been skipping the ring? Sometimes I see it, sometimes
I
don't. Like it feels like
sometimes.
it's like Helm treads into HOD, right? I don't see the ring anymore, really.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess if you really don't want to get it, this is definitely a game where you don't have to pick it up because you have that extra aura or mana regen from the aura.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
so
Ice Hero.
unlike Ice Hero, unlike last series, TNC doesn't actually ban out everything but offlane, like all offlaners. There's actually a mix of everything. So they're pretty confident in being able to deal with the Underlord, and their team so far is like really good against Underlord as well.
Really? Why you say
Like
that?
all 4 of them so far,
I would
because
say
all
that
4 of them have magic damage right now. So you can definitely zone him out instead of where you usually just can't do anything about him and he's going to get levels and farm. I think with this kind of a draft, you can actually keep him at bay and to really, really delay his utility items. And if he doesn't have the utility items, he's actually not that strong against magic damage.
Okay, so you're saying it from a perspective that you could kill the Underlord. I'm seeing it from the perspective that Pit of Malice is quite good against both Sand King and Ember Spirit, and the rest of the team is so good at kind of controlling the fight in a single area. It would not be too uncommon for the Pit to trigger multiple times throughout a fight. Also, I think Underlord, once he gets the mech grease pipe area, suddenly you see TNC losing a ton of their magic damage output. So I think it's kind of both sides of the coin here. I wouldn't just say that.
Yeah, I would agree for sure. But he has to get to that point first, which is somewhat difficult. That's how I imagine it.
This is really curious as the last man. Kunkka. You know, that hero's not even in meta right now. I don't think I've ever seen him in the past week at all.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Kind of surprising too. I think he's actually really good. Oh, Lone Druid.
Yo, this is the hero that's in meta. That's going to be the black hero, I presume. And we'll see if he's going to be going for the bear bill or not.
I think you almost definitely go that build now.
Okay.
Especially with this kind of draft, you have an Underlord and a Slardar to keep people away from you.
Yep. Yesterday we saw this matchup in the off lane, the Lone Druid versus Sand King. And I think the Sand King did alright there, but honestly, I'm going to still say Sand King should get absolutely wrecked in that lane, right?
I think it kind of depends. If Lone Druid is like assisted and Sand King is delayed on his levels and Lone Druid is able to hit 5 first, I think Lone Druid is perfectly fine. But if Sand King matches the levels that Lone Druid has, I think Sand King can actually do quite a bit.
Okay. I mean, I just think you have a Baron lane. You just kind of right click him. And he has trouble.
That's the pro man shield, right?
Yep, that's what I call it. Only pros get it.
It like completely negates the level 1 bear damage almost. You really don't take much. It really comes down to getting roots at level 5, I feel.
Let's see. Bear level 1 does... Oh, it doesn't
It's like
actually...
38.
Doesn't actually say damage.
It should be 38.
I mean, now that they remove synergy, they put some of that attack into the bear, right?
Right.
Ooh.
Ooh, what is this?
Is this...
Support Tiny?
No, this is mid-tiny, right? Support Sand King. Calm down. Carry... Wait.
No. Because it's
Support Tiny.
mid-Ember.
Okay,
It
so...
should be Support Tiny. They're gonna do the
Team
the
secret
polls
thing. The
with
team
the
secret
toss.
shit. Yeah. So I've tried it on multiple camps on the map. You could still do them. In fact, I want to say it's a little bit easier to do it on the Dire side. What I don't remember is whether you could toss Ancients. I want to say no, but I definitely tested it. The fact that I don't remember means it probably doesn't work, because it's definitely an exploit.
Well, we're gonna see it.
We're about to find out, because I'm sure
we're gonna find out.
TNC probably tested it themselves.
And for all we know, they could just aggro tri-lane with support Sand King and Crystal Maiden. So we're just gonna wait and see who's on which hero.
Okay.
But I definitely like this pickup. It's just even more magic damage to burst people. And I mean, I think Tiny is actually a really good hero against Lone Druid.
Right, because I think the comparison I always make is to the sniper, and one of the best ways to kill the sniper is to get up his face and kill him fast.
Yeah.
Via high burst.
You toss your Sand King in. That's how you get on top of Lone Druid.
Well, I was thinking more of just blinking on top of him, but sure, that works too.
That's the later part. You know, early game, toss your Sand King in. I want to. You know what I want to see? I want to see them hide in the trees, and you channel epicenter, and then you toss them in.
Ah, I like that.
That's the play.
Okay.
So it is support Tiny. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait and see where he goes to cut trees because he bought
a crawling blade.
So,
yeah, you don't buy this crawling blade unless you're looking to do some exploits. Yeah. I'm already liking this game, and more importantly, it's Tim's playing the hero, so I'm hyped.
Yep. Get to see some new tech. Take notes. Take this to your pubs. It potentially might win you free MMR.
I have to say though, in a game that quote unquote does not matter, TNC is pulling out some strats, or maybe they're trying out the strat because it does not really matter. But looks like we're just gonna do the standard pull over here. And it seems like the rest of Faceless is not making kind of any aggressive movements, because one of the best and easiest way to deal with it is just invade into jungle as 4, put a ward here.
Oh, look at this.
Yep, they're scouting it out.
Strikes. So they know about this.
Yo, Jabs is gonna pop that shrine in the base, man. Forget the fountain. It's gonna take a solo shower. Okay, now they scout it out, and then what? I mean, you could put the bear to block the first spawn, I guess.
I think it's a little too late already. They definitely know something is up.
But they can't do anything about it.
I don't think there's too much they can do about it.
I mean, the bear could just block it. The bear could... Ooh. Okay, didn't get it.
He's sending it back already. I think you don't really want...
Wait, who took the 4th rune? Oh.
No one.
Black. Yeah. No, he's blocking it with the bear, look.
Oh, he is blocking it. Okay.
Okay, so I think what Tiny could do here is have Sand King to run nearby, and you toss the bear to Sand King just about to spawn. Like, you have to get rid of him. Nope, camp's blocked.
That's actually a good strategy.
Ripped.
But, yeah. It's okay. 1 more minute.
Well, 30 more seconds. I mean, Black could block this again if he wants to. It's not like
he's
he
waiting
really...
for it. Yeah, he's waiting for it.
Yeah, he doesn't need it in his lane, so... Yo, this strat completely wrecked. Don't pick this in pubs.
Well, I mean, I think you can pick it in pubs.
Yeah, because nobody will be that smart, too. First, check it with Sunstrike, and second, block it with Bear continuously. Well, strat rip. Because
top lane. Oop. Crystal Maiden goes down to the Underlord Slardar.
I think that's probably Ruyor making a misplay, because I'm looking the skill here at the Underlord. He's got Atrophy Aura. So CM got a little bit too close, got right-clicked a couple of times, got Slaughter stunned, and died. I guess is what happened.
That's the only way you can die, is if you get Slardar crushed. It's definitely the case here. And Faceless is doing a lot of work in this offlane. This is so disruptive for TNC's safe lane.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, because you were kind of mentioning earlier that these heroes, in theory, will be able to kill the Pit Lord. Not if he's having a good start. And now he's got a magic stick, so I don't think he's going to die. Unless there's going to be a big rotation coming his way.
Yeah. They actually need Tiny here if they want to have a shot at killing him, and I don't think that's going to be the case. He's probably just going to lane with
they're going to try to kill the bear
for now. Oh.
The Fear, though.
Nice Fear.
Okay, put him in.
The toss in.
Caustic Finale is applying.
Get it.
He might go for the deny, though. That's something Black could do. And Sam H, going to get the kill. 300 gold. He's taking a ton of damage. The toss onto Black, but okay, wow. That last hit, I think Tim drew the aggro. Meanwhile, simultaneously, was that a solo kill? That was. Jabs got a solo kill onto the Ember Spirit.
Alright, Sam H. Forced to use... Oh, he didn't wait for
Oh, dude. TNC, what's happening right now? This is not the play, guys. I was trying to say that, like, without being able to go for the pulls, I feel like Tiny supports...
Cuckoo, he's gonna go down again.
Pops the fairy, maybe? Fire. Hold uphill miss.
Oh, uphill miss. One more. Okay, he got it.
Well, that's 2 more kills now for Jabs.
Faceless are just really owning the laning phase.
Yeah. I think
And
TNC
I think
is...
a lot of it is contributed to this greedy tiny pick.
Yeah, it hasn't...
Especially since he wanted to pull and it got blocked.
It hasn't really done a single damn thing right now. Well, I mean, some of it is the picks, but some of it is also the play, right? Like, Cuckoo dying solo twice, Crystal Maiden dying up top. I think some of this could definitely be avoided.
Well, he died solo once. Second one, he
got slaughtered
ganked by Slardar.
Okay.
All right, Tim's is rotating up top. He's completely giving up on doing this pull.
Yeah.
And this really actually kind of hurts. Oh, he's actually waiting here mid. He wants to wait for nighttime. Oh, no, he's just going. I don't know if this is the right play.
Definitely it's not when you get lifted in. Toss is not going to hit, and now Cuckoo is going to go to Nuts instead. Cold Snap as the last second. Not going to save the Rubik, but that's going to ensure a double kill for Jabs. They are literally bringing platters of food to Jabs to the mid lane. He doesn't even have to get up to get to the buffet food. That feels, man.
He's just getting fed right now.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a really really ambitious gank. They probably should have just waited maybe like 10 more seconds for nighttime, and it might have been like a safer option.
Did you see if the Rubik poured it in, or was he just waiting there?
He was just there. He
Okay.
was walking in.
I think either way, if the Rubik there, that kill just does not happen.
All right, Tiny picks up a haste rune. Let's see if anything comes out of this one.
I mean, it's like a level 3.
Oh, he's gonna run into Nuts.
Okay, Nuts.
He's dead.
All right, got him. They needed that desperately. Back in the bot side here. Black. I mean, this is what you talked about, right? The level 5 bear. Oh my god, I'm missing so many kills. Why are kills happening on the top lane? Luna dies this time around.
Oh, bot lane. They're going in for the dive. Nuts. He comes in. Lift. Oh, he doesn't have lift yet.
There we go. There's a lift. Back to tower range. No, the tower focusing on the
He
range.
needs
But the roots!
Oh, the root.
Man. I feel like Faceless just winning every single lane right now. Would you disagree?
Oh, no, of course not. They're just owning top. They're gonna find another kill.
Alright, well. Meanwhile, there's a root happening on the bottom side. Avalanche is going to get used, but Nuts is going to rotate to the bottom side, lift into a toss back. And this should be another easy one. Burrow Strike's going to hit onto the Rubik with a full
He hasn't
creeper.
rooted yet. It's gonna root, maybe. One more hit. I think he'll hit it if he hits him.
Oh. Oh,
Sometimes you just feel the root coming out.
I see.
That's what it takes to be a good lone druid.
Oh, there you go.
Just feel the root.
That's why you play Lone Druid, right? You could call it.
Yeah.
TNC, for the lack of better term, is getting manhandled here.
Oh, they go for the smoke. Where are they gonna go with the smoke though? Mid lane is a very ambitious gank. They should probably just go bottom.
Uh-oh,
they're
Nuts gonna walk away. Avalanche? Ooh, I'm not sure if it's gonna hit. Okay, max range Avalanche. Punch him! Alright, toss. Fine.
No need.
Okay.
Alright, another kill for Tim's.
These kills are gonna be super important for Tim's, by the way, because once he gets to Arcane Boots, you could actually get something
Sunstrike
that...
up top. This is why these kills are happening, is because
The Sunstrike.
the moment Luna gets caught out, yeah, the Sunstrike is just too much damage for Luna to tank.
Yeah, well, the problem is, like, every lane is losing, so that supports are kind of walking around like headless chicken trying to help out these lanes. And that ensures the other sides of the map are getting weaker as the game progresses. And I'm pretty sure out of these 13 kills, I caught about, like, 2. So, good job so far. Gonna pat myself on the back.
Alright, let's see. I thought Tim's bought a smoke. Where is it? Oh, it's on the courier. They definitely need to start securing Raven some farm. I don't think they can neglect this top lane any longer. Because it's not only Ice 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 who's getting a lot of farm out of this, it's XY getting his levels and farm out of this as well.
Yeah.
Alright, toss in.
Okay.
Cuckoo,
Peter Malice is going to be there. Two-man Crush is going to be there as well. Sunstrike going on Cuckoo. Cuckoo, I think, dodged that Sunstrike. Avalanche is going to be there as well. XY, next one to go down. They see Nuts. They want them Nuts. No, them Nuts a little bit too fast. And that Peter Malice being super annoying. By the way, Cuckoo slight dodging that Sunstrike was absolutely key, because I think he might have just died there if he didn't.
I think he would have died too.
Alright.
Very nice rotation from TNC. I don't even think they had to use the smoke for that one, right? Yeah, they didn't even have to expend the smoke. They just ran up there.
Yeah.
Fully expecting Faceless to be very confident with their like 2 tanky heroes up here.
Yep. I want to point out the item that Ice 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 had on Q, or he did have on Q. He was trying to go for a hood, which normally most players go for a mech. And he might still go back for the mech, but I feel like at least getting a cloak is very important in this game, because this TNC only has magic damage, right?
Yeah, at least until Raven gets some farm.
Yeah. Cuckoo taking like 150 per hop. Oh my god!
Outplayed. You know, it's really funny.
I'm speechless.
I wouldn't expect Jabs to be so good at Invoker after seeing that first game that they had.
Well, that wasn't his fault. That wasn't his fault, that game that they lost.
Yeah. Oh, smoke. Toss in. Eclipse.
Get him.
Is it going to hit the
Oh,
Ancient?
but he's got
no
invis.
detection.
Alright, feels bad. And now the... Oh, they did show the rooted! Oh my god, Jabs! Calling the RNG gods, and now Raven? Do they have Spell Seal? No, not level 6 just yet here. Luna's gonna go down, and now Tim's is on the run. Okay, nice chain here. And I think it's time to disengage by TNC. Oh, Sam H gonna get tossed in here against Black, I think. Fair, he needs to fair, and he does fair right in the mid-air, but they're still gonna go for him regardless. Black gonna get found here, and it's gonna get caught. XY, good stun through the trees.
Is this gonna be another one? This might be another one. He still has toss.
He needs
He can
to
easily go for this.
toss. Nicely
Got
done.
him.
Yeah. Burrow strike, one more right click.
This combo.
Good patience by Tims.
Combo.
If he tossed earlier, he might have tossed like a neutral creep by accident, but man, this is a despite how poorly the game is going for TNC right now, it's been a very high skill game from both sides.
I actually really like playing support Tiny. It's so much fun.
I mean, like when you toss in your core like that to get a kill, you're like, good job, man. When you toss in your core like that and make a misplay and your Luna dies, you're like, oh, my bad. But it's them dying, not you, so of course you will like.
Well, part of you dies because you're probably going to get sent to low priority.
True. Alright, Tims.
Alright, farming the bottom lane now. They need to continue smoking. Yeah, okay, so Sand King and CM smoke up again. No Blink Dagger yet on the Sand King, but he's very close to it. I'm surprised they didn't wait for it, actually. He's only 70 gold off. Jabs gets caught out here. Do they have detection? They do have dust.
Okay, and they have the chain coming in as well. Where's the chain? There's no chain just yet. Now the chain finally comes through. They will get the kill. Sunstrike dropping damage low, and he looks like the taxi man trying to get out. Dodges!
Oh, missed the avalanche.
I don't think they would have gotten the kill regardless. Ooh, Cuckoo.
Ooh.
I think Ice 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 thought about canceling his ult for a second there, but...
I thought he accidentally pulled Black back with him. That would have been pretty bad.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Alright. Let's see. I don't check up. I think. Yeah, Sand King. So now Sand King has his Blink Dagger, and all of a sudden, I think that laning phase that went so badly for TNC, they pretty much brought it back.
Yeah. They're recovering very nicely with their kind of mid-game roam. Tim's on the mid lane. Have a toss away. Firestorm is going to drive Tim's away. But this is actually one of the few times you see Pitlord have such an amazing dominant early game that he gets to be the aggressor. Right? Normally it's like they're going on the Pitlord and Pitlord barely surviving. And it's not been the case this game. He's just getting into people's face and right-clicking them.
Classic Ice Ice Ice, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I think it's still really impressive from TNC. Oh, top lane, Blink Dagger.
Have a toss, and that's going to be enough. Great play by Samich. Landed the Burrow Strike and then moved out of Tiny's way. So the Avatos combo only hit the Slaughter. No chance of tossing the Sand King out.
Yeah, indeed. And the thing about TNC, like, they didn't have the greatest of laning phase, and Cuckoo just pretty much got destroyed by Jabs.
Yep.
But he just doesn't, shrugs it off, goes into every single lane, and has been setting up kills for his team for the last, like, 5 minutes or so.
I wouldn't say shrug it off, though. If you look at the net worth difference, Cuckoo is at 3,700. Invoker got a 3,000 net worth on top of him. And that is a full Yules, which is going to be Invoker's first big items. Obviously, we'll remove the Flame Guard from Cuckoo. And of course,
While
setup.
while that is the case, you know, at least Cuckoo is trying to make some kind of impact. If you stay in the mid lane like this, you're just gonna feed nonstop to the Invoker.
Yeah, he ain't no scrub. I'm just saying he's behind.
Definitely.
Alright, looks like Ice did go for the Hood first build, so it's probably unkillable at this point, unless he gets ran at by like 4 or 5 hero with Eclipse.
You might actually need 4 heroes to kill him, or at least like 3 of them, and then have to use something like Epicenter or Eclipse. So yeah, he's sitting pretty safely. Even if he does manage to go down, it's going to be at a very heavy cost. I think more importantly is that Sam H is actually the only one that actually has a lot of farm.
Yeah.
Ravens has been getting destroyed in the top lane.
How is he so farmed?
Oh, Tim's gets caught here. Oh, the stolen toss.
Okay, but they tossed him up. That was actually a pretty fast reaction by Tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually want to fight this. Epicenter is ready to go, and I don't think Faceless has any idea just yet. Checking on Faceless vision, they do see Sanking coming back in. They see him channeling the Epicenter. He comes in and hits not really too many people in the beginning, but now triple Renan Black trying to run away. They toss in the Slardar again. Nice slide to dodge, and here comes Raven, but stolen Eclipse, and now Nuts is gonna go ham here. Creep Wave helping out. Raven's gonna go down to a couple more right click, amp damage, one more click, and that's gonna be the kill. Nuts. Playing out of his mind. Yeah. The stolen toss for XY steals Eclipse as well. Whew.
This is why people have been prioritizing Rubik like this. If you have the player for it, I mean, this hero is just incredible.
Tim's mid lane Sunstrike. Alright, did not hit. Good dodge here. Sorry, I was still on Faceless vision for that fight.
Invoker finish. Damn, Invoker is so farmed.
I mean, normally you don't expect like a position 5 to make that kind of play. It's generally position 4 that makes all the flashy plays. But 3 games in a row now, I see Nuts on his two Shadow Demon games, and now on the Rubik game, just making absolutely spectacular plays.
Which is kind of funny because I think it was ever since he was on MVP and he was always playing stuff like Witch Doctor and then Warlock.
Well, here's the thing, like Witch Doctor, he would make like Death Ward plays too. So I don't know.
That's a good point, actually. That's true.
It's like he's just good at Dota or something. All right,
Tiny.
Are they really
Tiny's
trying to
really
gank him?
close
Ice senses the
he's
game
really
coming.
out.
Yeah, he's out, and he's at the bottom lane.
Oh, and you finished his pipe too. This is a really big pickup.
I think better than a mech.
Oh, definitely for this game.
Yeah.
You have to deal with Tiny combo, Epicenter, Eclipse, Ember Spirit. It's pretty much a necessity. And I think most of the supports would probably end up going with Casual Cloak or something like that. I feel like Casual Cloak here is just a lot of value.
Lane Crush here. It looks like Cuckoo's gonna get Sun. Yeah, Sunstrike. Enough damage to get the job done.
This is probably 2 towers.
Top lane, jabs, tornado, a little bit too short, it's gonna miss. He does have to use to keep Tim's in place if he wants to use it, but the cold snap plus right click, that's gonna be enough. XY comes in, tries to KS, but jabs a little bit too strong. And simultaneously, throughout multiple parts of the map, Faceless is absolutely destroying TNC. Sam H is gonna come through. Burrow Strike will hit the bear guy, but
Star Savage Roar misses it.
okay. Do they really think they can kill Underlord? He is surrounded by all sides, so they need Burrow Strike again, and nope, he's gonna just TP out in front of 3. Nice freezing field, bro.
He wasn't even close to dying. He had like 700 life.
I haven't casted Faceless for a while, and I just kind of forgot how good this team is.
Yeah, don't let that first game fool you. They needed that warm-up. Unfortunately, that warm-up was very, very costly.
Yeah.
Oh, middle lane?
Cuckoo actually jumps back in. Do they have dust? No dust, but Sam H quickly changes target to Nuts.
Oh.
Nuts trying to get something done, but...
He stole Burrow Strike, but he was muted.
Yeah. You could actually make some flashy plays, like stealing Burrow Strike or Fire Remnant in this game. and just like go circle around heroes.
Fire Remnant would be cool.
Yeah.
But that skill is so expensive.
Yeah. I mean, the cool thing about that skill is when you make it as Rubik, it makes like Rubik illusions on the ground.
Oh, they're trying to find XY. Are they gonna find him?
He's got blink. He should be okay. Yeah, he's
Oh,
or maybe
he showed
not.
himself. Wait, that they didn't see him there?
This is the time to scan in the tree situation, you know?
Dyer's bottom tower's getting the business.
I thought that actually would have.
I thought they saw him too.
Yeah, but I guess the tree blocks it.
Look at how much pressure Ice 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 is putting. Like, he might not get this tower, but he's forcing people to port back. He sees a port coming back, does not care. Gonna hit the tower like a couple more times. It's
And
just
he's
like,
out, regroups with his team.
yeah, tilting place, man. Tilting place.
TNC have to hit like a huge combo to win, or to do enough damage against this draft that Faceless have. This is pretty much why you gotta ban out this Underlord, or Ice 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 heroes, I guess.
You have only so many bans. I was gonna make the suggestion you need to take out the Rubik and the Shadow Demon.
Well, it's a tough call. We'll see how they adapt. But smoke coming out of TNC.
Cuckoo's out of mana. I don't think they could take this fight. Like, he just doesn't have enough to drop his combo. And I don't think TNC has what it takes at 4v4. Well, 4v5 if you consider Invoker, Sunstrike, and BOT.
The Dyer might want to mine their top
He needs to go back and heal right now.
Okay. Tower's dropping low and fast. Nuts in a very good position to break the smoke. Smoke will break. They need a Nova in the trees. Meow Avatar's combination here. That's going to be the quick kill on the bear.
Catch out Black, that's so big.
Yep, Nuts on the back line. Looks like he's still only beamed here. Nuts is also going to get picked off here. And I do believe Ice 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 is fine, but he needs to weigh out the stuns first, or else he won't be able to TP out. Somebody needs to reserve a stun. Epicenter being channeled. Crystal Midden dropping the ult on the back line as well, and that will be a kill. Well, I guess they never really needed the Ember Spirit.
The Ember Spirit found the Slardar, so he solo killed the Slardar while the rest of his team was fighting.
Jabs almost hit the Sunstrike on Rior. Rior butt clenched a little bit there.
And you said that was going to be potential 5-on-5. Jabs just never was able to get there because there's no creep to teleport to.
He could have always teleported to the bear. And honestly, I think he should have tried
While that's the case, yeah, it was a little too late. Cause
Tim's.
they
I think
found
Tim's
Black.
dies here.
Catch out Jabs.
Well,
If they managed to kill off Jabs, it's worth it.
okay, Yule Scepter is going to remove the dust, and he could go invis now, but he's out of mana.
Guess what's happening.
Okay, they got
And a
it.
very worthwhile trade for them.
Yeah. They actually invoked the Ghost Walk, but was a little bit too short of mana after all of that spell casting.
My soldiers.
And if you look at Jab's net worth, he's like 4,000 ahead of their highest net worth, so that's that's like a really huge kill.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they gained 800 gold.
You
from
know,
him.
honestly, I don't think he lost any gold. I think he just finished his axe. So, it's not the worst for Jabs.
Yeah. Even if that's the case, though, it's still a very big kill for TNC.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
And I think TNC just have a really good understanding of how to beat the Lone Druid lineup. It's
Yeah.
you kill Lone Druid first. Oh, that's just nice. Gets caught out here. He does have the Dark Rift, so he doesn't
They have Burrow Strike.
really fear the...
That's gonna hit. Nuts is gonna get stunned up here. Crystal Maiden pops the ultimate, and now it's gonna be Nuts in a lot of trouble. That Pit of Malice gonna redo a little bit of work, but good chain stun. And now the Taxi a little bit slow to get out.
Oh, but they go straight into Roshan. Very nicely done from Faceless, just drawing all of their attention. Do they know about this, though?
They do, but
Oh,
it's
they
a
do
bit
know
too
about
late.
this,
Yeah.
but it's too late.
Man, Faceless is just hitting too many places at once. This almost feels like an RTS, where like one person is just like striking multiple bases at the same time. I'm not sure if that's a good comparison, but that's a feeling I'm getting.
That's kind of the strength of the Underlord,
Yeah.
being the Uber driver. You get that luxury to just move around as you please.
Yeah, I don't think
especially considering how tanky he is.
I don't think I've really seen him like taxi home, right? It's always like, okay, I'm gonna port to a different lane to join my team to do stuff.
And now he has Guardian Greaves. It's just constantly getting more and more difficult to kill him.
Yeah,
especially
guarding,
since they don't have the greatest of physical damage.
like on top of the heal that Guardian Greaves gives you, it also allows you to pop off things like the Searing Chains or the Frostbite.
Yeah,
So
frostbite.
you need to commit to even more spells to actually get the kill. Especially against those two spells. Those are DOT spells, so once you pop it off, like, the damage is heavily negated.
Oh, Tim's, he finds Ice, but is this really the
I mean,
target you
who's
wanna go
finding
on?
who? Oh, what a stun by
that-
XY! Sunstrike's gonna get the kill, and now Sam H gets re-rooted again. They still want to go in. Burrow Strike, nice deafening blast by Jabs, and Jabs is gonna go for the right click. Sam H in a lot of trouble. He's gonna try to walk away. Oh, the Firestorm's gonna get in there, and Cuckoo.
Big Slard Art stun.
Man, everyone's playing well on the side of Radiant, and Jabs, or sorry, Nuts is doing the split push. Okay.
Classic Rubik split pushing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that just goes to show how Faceless don't really need to split up too much. If you fight with your Invoker, you're probably going to win these team fights considering just how farmed he is.
Yep. Black is fully online with this build. I wonder if he should actually go for a casual cloak. I guess it's not as slot efficient as like the old Lone Drip build for a casual cloak, but it seems like he's always the target of choice. Or maybe work towards like an Ogre Club BKB kind of situation.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like whenever I see this build from Lone Druid, as long as you have a decent timing on your Dragonlance Mjolnir, like you have all the damage you need for the team fights for the next 10 minutes or something, and you should always, in my opinion, just go for the defensive item, because teams just have to deal with you.
Well, I think the standard transition of this build is going to Scotty, right? Which is honestly quite a bit of HP on that item, so I think you could make the argument that that is the defensive build.
The Dire best do something about that.
It's a very greedy one.
Okay, they see black here. Do they want black?
Trying to kill off Cuckoo. Cuckoo can't be in the fight for now, so they have to run.
Oh, Rior.
Oh, he gets rooted up.
I mean, I think he was dead regardless of the root.
Poor little Crystal Maiden, and now they take the second shrine. Faces are looking very strong all of a sudden, and see, Underlord is going for Rod of Atos next.
I like it. Lots of
It's
heroes.
really good for Sand King, right?
Really good for Ember. I mean, Ember could technically slight to get rid of the root and then, or wait out the root. Oh, Sand King?
Oh, bot lane? This is really bad if they catch out Jabs.
Jabs has BKB. Who's catching out who? He's 1v3ing at least for now. Goes Invis. The Dust's gonna find him again. He needs to self-heals, but does not matter. Great blink by Tibbs, but he's still just moving fast. One more beam. They do finally get Jabs. That's a big kill, but look at the mid lane. Home in trouble here as both the Bear as well as Underlord is on top of the building. Tier 3 will be going down. The Pit of Malice will cover the retreat. They can toss Crystal Maiden in if they want. No, he's gonna blink, toss the Bear, but the Greaves gonna keep the Bear alive. Are they still gonna chase? Chasing up the hill is not the play.
I think all in all, I would still say that that's actually a pretty good trade for TNC. You lose your tier 3, but killing off Jabs is actually really, really worth it. It just makes it that much easier for them to move around the map for the next 30 seconds or so.
I mean, I agree, like, these trades are good, but I don't think they could afford to make any more trades, right? Because you're already too far behind. One Invoker kill gave you, I think... Well, there was a Roach trade earlier, right? And that was a tier 3 trade. Like, I think if TNC makes more trade, they start losing Raxes, which is not what they could afford.
I think trading is fine, but it can't be at the cost of... Oh, Rior gets caught out. This is a very dead Crystal Maiden. And they most likely get this D-ward.
Uh-oh. Nuts.
Dimmed?
Oh, Blink, that's gonna find him. He needs to blink right now. Blink, blink, blink!
Oh, the toss!
Alright, he's dead.
Yeah, the stolen toss from Nuts again. Okay, well, this one's definitely not the trade. In fact, there was no trade. Just 0 for 2.
Space created.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're losing, if you manage to make trades without, trading off your racks, is always worth it.
Okay, well. Raxes are gonna be siege right now. What are the trades?
I mean, it's just your 2 supports. They should be able to make it back in time for a defense. It's just whether or not they are strong enough to actually hold.
Here we go. They're pinging out Black. They want him first. Alright, Cold Snap. Burrow Strike's gonna find, but that's a one-way train in for Sam H. He's actually rooted up, and Sam H is gonna go down. Tiny's back now.
Now they have to fight without their Sand King, and
I don't know.
that Burrow Strike just didn't manage. It didn't manage to do anything really.
Avatos, or just Avalanche. That's gonna miss as well. That's a full set of racks here. Nice root here. That's gonna keep Luna in bay. And Pit of Malice to cover the retreat.
Keep going, can't they? They're just gonna play it safe and back out.
I mean, they got the racks, right? I guess keep going bottom is what you're suggesting? I don't think they need to take any risk. They're so far ahead.
I agree. And Black, Black has enough for a Scotty now too. So I guess if you're this far ahead, then by all means, go for that Scotty. I definitely don't see them being able to pick you off, because the only people who can jump on you are Tiny and Sand King, and I guess Ember could as well. But it's off the back of they find out XY is gonna go down.
Gem.
Oh, that's a gem.
But wait. Oh, Japs wanted to pick it up with his backpack, but obviously you can't backpack gems.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. But like I said, those are the only 3 heroes that can jump in to catch Black. But you have to break through that Underlord and Slardar wall, and I don't really see that happening.
Okay,
if they
find
Sand
King. Sand King needs to get himself out of there. And he's just dead, man. Meanwhile, on the backside here, it's going to be Rubik going down. Okay.
Oh, Cuckoo's out of mana.
Crystal Maiden's in there, but that Pit of Malice, look at the area. It's just actually cutting off everybody. Ooh. And the Pit Lord taxi everyone out, but Japs in the backline. He wants to fight this. I'm not sure whether he should. He pops a BKB, already down at half HP, throws out a meatball. Rior, oh no, Rior might actually just go down to the fire. And now BKB Japs is running so damn fast. Wait. Okay. Ice is in here. Sunstrike's going to be there, but he tosses him to his team. Ice might be in a lot of trouble. Rior getting right-clicked on. Luna trying to do what he can. They're trying to fight around the Ray Boss, but the Ray Boss is so damn tanky. Blinking forward again.
Oh, he missed a stun.
That Force Spirit tanking one for the team. I think he still goes down, but the Death Flame Blast from Jabs. And now XY's in there. Everyone's still alive right now. They see Raven, but here comes the Orbital Orb Cannon. That is Black letting the fire shots in, and Raven trying to get himself denied to the neutrals. Everybody's surviving with like no HP. Team Faceless looking like Twitch chat right now. Everyone's debating for each other and nobody dies.
And that's why you just can't go for the Underlord first. He's just so tanky.
That fight was Invoker running away from 4.
Yeah.
How?
I mean, how are you gonna catch him when your Sand King is dead? Can only rely on the Tiny, but Tiny only has so much mobility. He was running at 500 plus movement speed with 3 Wex Orbs.
And now it's Radiant.
Oh, Epicenter.
Okay, it's gonna get Shadow. Alright, they see the bear. Okay, the bear is dead.
Damage is huge.
Alright, and now it looks like the Slaughter's in a lot of trouble as well. And even the Grieve Man is actually very low. They see Ice. They want him dead. Cancel his TP. TP is gonna get canceled as well, and that's gonna be a full surround on him. He's gonna be down. Jabs.
Jesus.
Throws out Tornado. Sunstrike. Not gonna hit. Well, TNC hold.
Oh, that was godlike. That was the strength of the Veil from the Ember, triple Remnant, and Epicenter, managing to break through that damage, or breaking through the defense from Faceless' side, instantly blowing up the Black.
You know,
just very well coordinated.
I was thinking that if you want to dump everything onto Lone Druid, you probably don't have enough spells for the rest of the team. But I think everyone got caught out by the AoE of the spells. I think Slaughter just got down to half HP. Same thing with the Pit Lord.
Alright, Tim. Well, actually, you know what? Tim's is actually surprisingly farm for support Tiny. He's got the Echo Saber and the Shadow Blade. Trying to find pickoffs for his team right now. And, you know, even though Faceless are so far ahead, that's the kind of combo that can easily turn a game around. If TNC get something like that again, I think they might actually be in a decent position to make a comeback.
I mean, I just think it comes down to the initiation, right? TNC have to play out of their mind to have an even team fight. Whereas I feel like Faceless, they just need something simple. A Blink Crush onto 2 people, and they probably win the fight. So all the onus is on TNC.
Yeah, I would agree with that. They're so far behind still, even though they managed to win that one team fight. They need a miracle to make it happen again, and I think Faceless are going to be a little more careful this time as well.
Well, despite being 1 racks down, TNC is still definitely fighting for their life. Honestly, the net worth graph is not that bad for them. Like, down 1 racks, 15k is okay and great, but manageable. The downside for Luna's build is that he's gone for the BKB build first, which is the case that you were talking about, I believe, last game. Your BKB is going to go down to 5 seconds. Some of these critical fights. Nuts is going to get caught. The Pit of Malice and the Greaves going to try to keep him alive. They are really going deep here for Nuts. They are going to get him, but at the cost of the tiny Gem of True Sight hits the deck. Luna right-clicking pretty hard. Is the Ember going to go in? He gets rooted again here. Jumps forward one more time. He wants XY, and he's not going to get him. Blink. Right-click. Kill. On the backline here. Looks like, okay, the Taxi Home got cancelled. Jab's going to use one up in the air. That's going to be Crystal Maid, and Reor gets defensive force that back, but you cannot force away from Black. BKB gets activated, but the Luna Eclipse hits absolutely nothing. They see Black on the back line. 3-man Burrow Strike by Sam H. Sam H going Sam Ham. Black, is it going to be close? They do get him, but they still have Aegis. Raven not right.
They need to get out right now.
Yeah, run. Run for the lives, for the hills. TNC, quote-unquote, wins yet another team fight. I believe that was a 3-for-4 engagement if you count the Aegis. Team fight recap, rescue me. Yeah, it shows us a TNC victory. Yeah. 2,000 net worth sitting here. Not so bad for the team that's down 1 racks.
Comeback is real. I guess like the biggest issue for them was just they ate way too much of the AoE damage, and they underestimated the damage output from Luna towards the end. I think the fight for Faceless was perfectly fine until they figured, you know, oh, we have the Aegis, we can easily fight against the remaining 3 heroes, but that definitely wasn't the case.
When you say the AoE damage, I thought they didn't have enough because Raven just misses Eclipse. Like, it just hit the bear.
It's all it takes is glaives.
I guess that's the new AoE
They
damage.
grouped up to, you know, fight into Luna through the BKB, and Luna just stood there and glaved them all to death.
I mean, Luna is not even hitting that hard right now. Like, 260 at this point in the game is actually quite low for Luna. But once she gets the butterfly, I think that's when you turn the corner. And that's when Faceless might really need to start worrying about TNC.
I mean, to be fair, obviously it wasn't just Raven fighting him by himself, right? There was also the Ember Spirit, who contributes a lot of damage, and a pretty big Burrow Strike coming out of Sand King. And just like that, we have ourselves an even game again. I think it's safe to say it's pretty much dead even. Apart from the fact that Faceless have 1 racks.
1 racks and 15k advantage, and they have the gem as well. Quick blink away by Tims. That's the other thing that TNC lost in that fight. They lost the gem. And now Ice is holding it. He is the tankiest person by far.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
Although, okay, nice root. Manta.
If only they knew that they were going to be fighting them 3v5 here.
Yeah. Going on dire vision,
they know.
They don't see anybody. Like, and now that's enough time for Faceless to group back up. Reor comes around, gets Pit. Man,
Tims, he finds them, but he's going to get caught out immediately.
Yeah, BKB got activated. Now it looks like the combo going on Sand King. Sand King, Burrow Strikes to the trees, and that's going to be the death as well. Raven's going to port out. Cuckoo's going to try to jump out as well. Oh, Tornado by Jabs! He canceled the TP! Does he have any more remedy? He has 1. He needs to jump away. He will jump away, but guess what? XY, he's here! He's waiting! The silent and deadly killer. He's like a cigarette, man. Just waiting to strike.
Alright. Did I say they were dead even?
You said they were dead.
That net worth 15k is nothing to sneeze at. My bad. Right-click damage is just insane from Lone Druid, and all he's got is like Mjolnir and Scotty.
Yeah. And that Raxus is made of buildings. Jab's hitting some big spells here. Finds a Luna. Luna forced to BKB, but only to run here. Gonna try to right-click Pit Lord. Nice joke. Pit Lord's gonna just tank it. Meanwhile, the bear is... Oh my god, do you see these beams? It's like a continuous straight line. Black almost pissing on the enemy cores as he just right-clicks them with them blue lines. And that's gonna be another lane of racks, and they're gonna just walk straight top.
Nerf LD?
Nerf LD, man.
I think the more impressive thing. Oh, another stun from Cuckoo. If the Cuckoo dies here, his game's over. He's out of mana completely.
Yeah, he's
Epicenter
out of rem
comes
as
in.
well. Okay, Sand
Oh,
King,
he's dead.
big ultimate, but everyone's popping BKB, and it's gonna be the trip home. Get him home, everyone's. Wait, what? Alright,
No,
he
he dark ripped it on the same spot.
You know, I think he did that on purpose, because he probably
He did
recognized,
too.
yeah.
That was really funny.
That was actually funny.
All right. Axeman too strong.
Yeah. I think this game was actually ice. That first one they got on the CM, that really threw the lanes like completely apart, right? Crystal Maiden.
I think even without that first blood, I think the lane is just overall too strong for the Luna and the CM to deal with.
And then Jabs won his solo lane. The Tiny couldn't pull because of the bear block. It was just like terrible lanes for TNC. They still somehow made it work in the mid game somehow, but I think the deficit was just too far behind.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think all in all, TNC did a really good job trying to bring it back, but they were just fighting uphill the entire game.
Yep. Alright guys, that's going to be game 1 in the books, and I hope that game 2 is just going to be as good as this game. That's going to be coming up after a short break. We'll see you then.